Yo, Blackopolypse.
How come you keep muting me? You keep muting me.
Sorry.
Keep muting me. You keep muting me.
Sorry. There it goes. I was going to mute you guys.
Trying to silence the truth.
I'm silencing the truth. I don't want to hear none of that. I want to just continue. Everything's all right. I'm blind. I took the blue pill. Going back in my hole. I don't want none of this.
Listen, man, who's that cute little angel, man, in your arms, man? Just let them take over, man. Give them the headphones and the mic.
This is my nightmare. This is the kid
that
I'm hoping she stays quiet for 2 minutes.
Where's the wife, man?
I don't know. She had some sort of meeting, man. And I said, look, be back by 9. She was like, yeah,
Mate,
be back by 9.
No, that's good though, man, because the baby is the focus. If you put the baby on, the baby will be the focus of the podcast. When people watch it, go, oh, look how
She starts crying.
Reacting. Nah, she ain't gonna cry, man. She's Uncle Nigel's here now. Uncle Nigel's here. Hello.
She's just looking at you like, what the hell's going on there, man? It's a collection of
you
images.
You wait till you see me in the flesh, man. So,
we got Underbelly, and we got Underbelly with us, man. Yeah, welcome, Underbelly.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Joe.
How are you?
I'm our style, Underbelly.
Man, absolute pleasure, man, to have you on the show, mate. You know, last time you came on, you kind of gave us insight into your world, and I went off and had a little nosy, as you do. And yeah, man, I like what you're doing with the YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Bringing the unknown to the people who don't know, so that they can actually see that you know something. That everything that you believe is actually. Everything you believe isn't everything that you should believe. So,
yes.
Like I say, when I watched it, I was like this, because I'm seeing these things flying around, and I'm like, well, hold on, how come no one can explain them things? And the worst thing about it, though, is that at the end, you didn't even explain it.
The classic.
Well, this is how I leave it. I leave it down to the viewers to decide what they're seeing. You know what I mean? I don't want to sway you one way or the other.
I wanted to see you some string and some foil going. Oh yeah, well, you didn't do that, man. So yeah, what you're doing is absolutely brilliant, and what you've just told me about the way that you create it and you pull the content together, absolutely immense. My question to you is, you know, is it a 7 days a week thing? Is it a 5 days a week, but you're up till 4 a.m. thing? You know, what's it like, man? Trying to kind of keep it flowing in and keep that content fresh and mysterious.
Well, it's 7 days a week. Then you just got to keep on looking, and there's a lot of things that are going on in this kind of world. Because now I got to say, one thing that they've got going on is like kites. People are flying kites at night with LED lights. And these objects are getting mistaken for UFOs. So it's a lot of unnecessary work that people seem to want to put us through. But nevertheless, it's still fun, because every now and again you find that gold.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think I saw a few of them myself. So
thank you.
Like I say, man, I mean, I'm not stupid enough to think that we're the only kind of living, breathing things in the whole of the universe, you know, not the world, the universe, which is infinite as much as you can think of infinite, with infinite stars, infinite planets. We'd be foolish to think we were the only people, the only race.
Even on that, with the possibilities of dimensions, there will be plethoras of universes to explore, and different realities.
There's another Nigel sat somewhere, probably doing the same thing what I'm doing now, but speaking a different language. So I'm saying, man, look, man, I've always kind of believed in that anyway. But obviously, yeah, mate, I'm with you. So
thank you.
I don't know if I believe in parallel universes. What I want to know is, do you believe in jump rooms and stuff like this? I don't know what's your main topic of expertise when it comes down to, like, obviously conspiracies and UFOs. Is that what you do mainly? Is like UFO, like searching for?
Well, see, the channel is set up. I try to be as factual as I can, but it's set up more as entertainment as well. These videos are real, but I don't want you to believe me. I want you to believe yourself. I want you to look in, investigate, But really, I am a conspiracist. I believe in a lot of things. I believe I believe that there's interplanetary dimensional travel. You know, I mean, I could give you stories, but that's not what the show's about. But
Well,
there
actually,
are things
if you wanted to be, if you wanted to be about that, my friend, you carry on, man.
We want to listen to these
I'm
stories.
I'm hooked.
all right.
Popcorn. But no, but seriously, I love
Make
all that.
this
You see,
one
even now, I got goose pimples, mate. You're just talking about it. So I'm on that level, mate. If you want to give us a 5 minutes about, you know, something, you know, specific.
What's the crazy story, for example? What's the crazy story you ever heard, man? We'll go from there. Or even not even heard, probably seen.
Well, I think the most craziest story I would have to say is like the royal family being lizards. I absolutely love that one. That makes me laugh.
It makes you laugh. Actually,
but they do live. My wife just said to me, "How come that one who is dead, who died about 10 times, is still about?" And I went, "Who do you want about?" She went, "Philip." I went, "Yeah," because one time he appeared when COVID was going on, and he looked like a zombie, mate. Like he's like a Day of the Dead. He had literally come from Day of the Dead. You know what I mean? And thought, how do they live? The thing is, you got that stuff. How do they all live so long? Because they all go into
adrenochrome. They get the best of the best, and I mean, there's a lot of research that's been going on, say within the last 20 years, of stem cells. Even though it's illegal, because this stuff works. This stuff works, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does.
But it's illegal. But these guys, they're gonna have it.
For certain people. For certain people, it's illegal.
That's it, and that's exactly where we're going with. Everything is ruled. All the knowledge we know, we do know. It's just not given to us. You understand?
The thing is, though, I suppose when you look at what we've just gone through with the pandemic, and when we look at the bigger story regarding, there's overpopulation of the world, and there's too many of us, and everyone's breeding, and we're having too many kids and eating and food, and there'll be no food left, even though there's mountains of food in warehouses right across the bloody Europe. And then you say that, and then you talk about stem cells and people living longer than others because they have the means to, or they can invest in these things. It's definitely, we are heading towards that kind of, we're already in that 2-tier society. I think it'll be 3-tier though. You'll have the super rich who will be kept alive artificially. So, you know, them sci-fi films where you got the brain of some man who's dead 100 years before, who wants to just find a younger body to put. That's what's going to, that's what's coming.
Well, I'll tell you this now, and, you're saying that. Elon Musk just did a presentation called the Neuralink. Now, if you want to go over on my channel, I broke it down. I did a video called Strange Days, and I broke it down. Now, I stuck around for the Q&A, and one of the things that Elon Musk said with this Neuralink, it has the capability of downloading a person's conscience and putting it into an artificial... Well, this is what Elon Musk is saying is possible.
It's coming.
Actually,
every science fiction film you've ever seen is going to become reality. Every idea they've ever had, of course it is, mate. What do you? Look at like something like Star Trek, because that is that in the 60s they were going, hello, you all right?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They're already experimenting with teleportation. In fact, I've heard they've already done it.
Jump rooms.
Invisibility cloaks. They've made a cloak that can bend light, so you actually can pretty much 90% hide somebody. You know what I mean? Even GPS. Well, look, man, GPS has been around since the 50s. When did we get it? The noughties. So I'm saying to you, man, the technology, what they're looking at now and creating, and look at 5G is going to change the world again. If you look at like mobile phones, then 2G, then 3G, think of the changes from 3G to 4G. Think of how much it opened up the world, access, internet, more and more stuff, more and more data. 5G is going to blow that out the water. You're going to have doctors doing operations and not even in the same bloody room. People are going,
well, you got to think now. See, Elon Musk, this is why I urge everybody, don't even go to me. Go and see his presentation. And if you go to a good channel, they'll have it in chapters. So you want to go to the Q&A. Now the Q&A is far better than this presentation, because they are telling you the capabilities of this Neuralink.
Terminator's coming, guys.
When to download your consciousness. you think it's basically like, are you still a normal person then, or is like you're gone from, like, for example, I'm in this body now, this vehicle, and then download my consciousness. So I leave this vehicle, I'll be looking at myself on a computer screen, like, what the hell?
I mean,
Or do you think they
think
duplicate it? Do they duplicate it?
I think if you think about how our body works, it's all stimulated through electricity, and it's a certain electricity charge to tell you to do this, to tell you to do this. So I don't think you would be looking on a computer screen. I think, imagine looking through binoculars. I think that's how you would see the world. You definitely wouldn't have your meat suit. You're gonna have like the upgrade, some robotic Terminator stuff going.
I'm talking about.
No, but obviously,
he'll have a square of a chin than what he's got now, man. Like,
I'll tell you, out of anything, think about what the most amazing and also the most dangerous thing that you could have. I think it would be that basically that information download, like on the Matrix. So imagine the people who could afford to download these fighting packages.
Well, Inception,
look at the
knowledge
all
of them films. Films, mate,
imagine that possibility, just allow yourself that possibility.
They've all been poking us with what's coming anyway, if you think about it. So at the end of the day, whether it be in our time or in the next generation or even, 100 years from now, anything that we say, imagine, they're going to just bring it out and it'll be like, wow, we won't be around to appreciate it, but man, the world's going to go, bing, sci-fi's come to life.
Say, who would get that though?
Not
me.
You
would get it. Rich people.
But with that scenario, though, imagine the people would get exactly. So imagine they'll be tougher, stronger, smarter. Like just literally have that instant access to, like, basically they'd have the internet in their brain, wouldn't they?
They're already cyborgs. I suppose if you look at some of the thing, what you just said there. If you look at some of like the designer drugs that they're using in athletics to get away with doping and stuff, okay, it's not on the level of nanotechnology and artificial implants, but they are looking at ways of trying to peak even more out of the human body. So, having that nanotechnology and some brain stimulant, that's just the next logical step. We are all going to have some kind of glasses where we can access our flipping data and go, yes, like
didn't we already have that?
We already have that.
Well, yeah,
we already had that, and they banned it for some reason.
We've had it, but they weren't happy with it. But they've gone away to do something to it to make it better for them as opposed to for us.
It was the same with VR virtual reality. It was the same with the VR glasses in it. And they brought the first one out, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's fucking be six, not that good." And now they brought out the ones for PlayStation. They got the HITC. They have the Oculus. Oculus Rift.
Oculus Rift.
Yeah, they got all of them now, and they're all pretty good. And can you imagine the next generation of them?
But you got PlayStation 5 coming out soon, and Xbox, whatever. And man, listen, man, I remember watching a series of Red Dwarf where they get trapped in a game, and the only way they get out is because the computer.
Oh, better than life.
Yeah, better than life. That's what's coming.
That was a Red Dwarf killer.
Anyone who likes Red Dwarf, anyone who likes Red Dwarf, I'm sorry just to cut into this, because I'm a big fan. As funny as the series are, there's nothing like watching Red Dwarf in your own brain when you're reading the books, man. Like, their books.
I've read the books.
I've never laughed. I'm on the train, man. When I was a kid coming back from rugby, I'm on the train like.
Watch the show. I never got into it so late though. But when I got into it, I was into it hard, man. I mean, the newer stuff ain't been so good, but that one there, Better Than Life. The fact that you even remembered the show name, that is exactly it. People going into a building and going, right, let me turn off my life for a couple of years while I go play a game. And literally, that's coming, man. That's coming. Seriously, that is coming.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. But yeah, Underbelly, man. You see what you started.
It's the future.
Anyway, I want to go back to the whole lizard thing, man. Because I remember reading David Icke. This was at the beginning of my old conspiracy journey when I was reading David Icke. Yeah, and he was telling me, he was telling me it was reptilians. But the thing is, it was Kichwa Munto, or what's his name, Kichwa Muntwa or Mitwa or something. He also confirmed it when he was in when David Icke went across to Africa, and there's an interview online, you can find it. And he's talking about, the lizard people who used to run the earth and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Who's this geezer? How does he know? Some African dude, man. Really from some tribe, really. He's like a leader of a tribe. And he says there's still lizard people walking around today, and you can find them. And, it's not, if you want to listen to it, man, it's crazy. Kichwa. So I'm going to find out his name. Hold on. Something.
Lizard people.
Yeah, man. Don't ask me, man. I don't know. I'm just allegedly, you know. So you have to
Bro,
say.
I'm still getting over the shoe people.
The shoe people.
Remember the shoe people? It was a kids program, man.
I don't know what. I don't
It
know
was
who
a
that
kids
you're talking
program,
about.
man.
Catch,
Oh, it was a kids program, man. It's wasted on you.
let's see. The shoe people, man.
It's a kids program, man. It used to come on ITV.
So it's got nothing to do with conspiracies.
Why is there an obsession with lizards and like being reptilian? I mean, are they kind of saying? I suppose, because if you think about it, I suppose before man we had dinosaurs. So you know, are they saying that this was a halfway step between a dinosaur and a human, or are they saying that these are aliens who, you know, take again?
Well, there's
It's a
many.
three-pronged thing, isn't it? Like you just said, oldest species. So we're talking like they come before us. That kind of confirms that, yeah. Cold-blooded, yeah. So the cold, literally, again, the difference between us and the ability to change, like a lot of lizards can. You know what I mean? Even in the wild, where they can just completely change to match their surroundings. You know what I mean? Like a chameleon or iguana, whatever. You know what I mean? They can change. So I think metaphorically, I think this is why, whether it's true or not, that's probably why they chose it, because, you know, if we was going to try and say, you know, we say that these aliens are really playful, really intelligent, blah, 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 we'd probably say they were dolphins. You know what I mean? Like, I think it just depends on what they kind of associate with. And if you think about it, like I say, lizards can change. They're cold-blooded animals and everything. And also, like I said, they're like basically modern day dinosaurs.
It's a strange thing, though, because if you think about the royal family, I mean, you know, unlike us people of colour, they can trace their bloodline right back to whenever when. So you kind of think, well, you know, surely that would have been something which would have been around back in the day, as opposed to being a rumour that's prevalent now.
See, the British royal family, they had stages where they were overtaken, they were conquered.
Yeah,
I mean, I believe one time we were under Normandy rule.
Yeah.
So
we had Oliver Cromwell when they decided to bring in a parliament, so the king didn't have all the rules. I think that's when Charles II got beheaded, because that's when they had the Roundheads and Cavaliers.
So then another family would have taken over. You know, like these ones that sit in now. They call themselves Windsor, but they're Regina.
Yeah, they're from Germany. They're from Germany, aren't they?
He is her husband.
He's Greek.
She connected all the families. Am I right?
Yeah, the Queen's from German background. The Duke of Ed.
Yeah, sorry, I got it.
He's Greek. Yeah. He's Greek. He's from Cyprus.
Oh, so they're not even from Birmingham then. I would have asked.
Birmingham.
Okay, I run things, man. Where you at about Greece and Germany? I run England. What we had? Let me tell my Jamaican friend them.
Getting Lady Leisha. She's going to take the floor.
But and what's so funny about that as well, when you think of like racism and everything else, and like, oh, you immigrants, this, that, and the other. Hey, your royal family aren't even bloody British.
The thing is,
the worst place for that is America, and none of them from there.
Yeah,
that's the worst. No American.
You know, I'm actually reading.
You don't see the Navajo saying Navajo power. You know what I mean? Like, it's mad.
The thing I'm actually reading a book, and you know, the first English settlers were probably the Moors, who were obviously an African tribe.
Yeah.
So
that wouldn't be the first one.
They would have been, they would be the first, yeah. Well, I don't know if they would be the first settlers, but the Moor tribe goes back, we're talking thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years.
They populated Spain, didn't they?
Yeah. All the Moors.
When all them Spanish are going on rank, it's like, mate, you come from like my great grandfather's cousins, man.
Yeah.
How can you be racist?
What people don't think about is, like, look at the times that a lot of this stuff was going on, and we talk about like the Knights Templar and all these things, and
apparently the Moors actually they had more universities back then. They had more education. It was crazy how educated. But we're getting off the mark. We're on about the conspiracies.
Just quickly, the guy's name was Credo Mutwa. He was on Direct David. He's got like a 6-hour presentation about reptilians and stuff. Credo, CREDW.
Brother, I wouldn't watch a 6-hour presentation on surviving the apocalypse the day before.
Mutwa, MUTWA. He does like a 6-hour presentation about all this
Mate.
stuff.
Oh my God. Looks like a fossil.
Oh, he's old, man. He's like over 100 years. I don't know, he's 100 years old, but trust me,
He's 98 when he died.
Man looks like a
spitting
fossil,
knowledge.
you know.
He's spitting knowledge. Yeah, and you know, another thing is, there was a time not so long ago where obviously like black people, you know, most people would be like, there was no black people in England pre 1940s and stuff. They all came over with yeah, but I'm learning. But the thing is, if you listen to history, mainstream history, they will tell you, yeah, you know, you guys are immigrants. You know what I'm asking at the moment about that stuff? I'm actually asking if we really were already there, and they're trying to make it look like, oh, we was brought over by slaves. You know what I mean?
Of course, mate. And of course, he was there. If you think about all of the ports across the UK, they had sailors from all over the world. Some of those men used to come over here. Some of the women over here used to go, oh, a little bit of colour. Come, let me see what you got. Let me see what you're made of. You know, there's certain parts of the UK where if you go there, it's mostly dual heritage because the sailors from Africa and all the other kind of countries, all these major ports used to have sailors coming left, right, and centre all the time. There's black people in England back in the 16th century, mate. You know what I mean? It's just that as a part of history, it's not seen as relevant to mention it.
There was one who did extremely well for himself and became like really self-made. I can't remember his name now, but he came over as a free man. He was somebody's slave, I think, in Jamaica or something, and then he was actually given his freedom but told about a job in England, and then he came and worked for somebody, but straight away just like they dressed him well, they looked after him, and I can't remember what his name was, but he actually went and set up his own business. Like, I think he had a thread shop or something down on Regent Street or somewhere like that. He'd done really well, man, and he was given a peerage as well. So like,
don't get me wrong, England, although England was probably not portrayed as racist as America. Trust me, they tried to adopt a lot of the American racism. You know, Churchill was a big fan of like.
I thought it was all about lizards, man. Where do we get?
Yeah, man, let's go back to lizards. Sorry, man. We'll go back to.
Sorry, Underbelly, man. It's Wayne, man. He's always managed to swing us back to this conversation. What about lizards and reptiles, man?
No, you think when you say everybody has gone over to these lizards have gone over there as well?
No, I can't even hear any of you.
Hello?
What was that? Underbelly?
No, I just said it's just interesting because
you're frozen.
We're not frozen, man.
Can anybody hear me?
I can hear Underbelly.
Oh.
I can hear
all right. Well, you know, I don't per se buy into the Queen being a lizard, but I do believe in it. And I have caught videos of people, non-celebrity, whatever. Actually, I'll give you a story. I brought to the world this cult. I can't pronounce them, but it's a cult of people. They're out in Ukraine, and the woman on camera, she did that blink.
Really?
Yeah, she did the eye blink.
The one that goes from the side.
Blink.
She did it she did it on camera, and my whole argument about this, because many people have called it fake, said it's CGI'd, and not saying that I CGI'd it, because the source is there. I tell you exactly where to look in because it's like a 6-hour preaching show. Because these guys, so I showed this video. Afterwards, I got cyber attacked, so to say.
Really?
Yeah, they tried, they said, how it started was I got an email. First, I got a warning on the video to stay away from this issue.
Really?
Serious?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's all there. I pinned it to the comment. So if you look for the video, it's called...
What's on your channel now, brother?
It's called, it's like reptilian lady blink her eyes. Just type in that.
I'm sure I looked at that one, you know.
Yeah. And see, my point with this video, if you guys watch it and see it, my point with this video is that she didn't look at the camera. It was kind of caught on the side, if you get what I'm saying. And it was only for maybe a split second. So for the person that wasn't looking for it, they're not going to see it. So why would they go to that effort to CGI? And this was also done live. They broadcast their shows live. Now, these people, they're a cult, and they're an ancient cult of people. I had to do my homework on who these people were. And basically, I did another video about them because now they don't care who sees. She looks face on the camera and does it again. They don't care. They don't care. They came after me. They didn't care. And there it lies.
I think what it is, there's so much fake stuff now that it's easy to just dismiss stuff. And you know me,
Exactly.
obviously, I'm political. People do stuff politically on
Yeah,
camera.
but why do you think there's fake stuff? They're trying to make sure. If you think about it, if you tell people two truths, but then they've been brought up on one truth all their lives, but then you bring another truth in to dispel the truth that they think they're learning about, you're keeping them confused, aren't you? And yeah, there is a lot of fake stuff out there, but there's a reason why people will, you know, and from what he's just said, you know, certain are you annoy the wrong person in a certain world and they will come after you.
I'm gonna try and play this video. Hold on. Let me try and play this video. Is this the video?
Now, this is the second one.
But it's the same thing.
This is after they came at me.
Okay. I got two beautiful ladies here. Oh, blinky, blinky.
This is what he tells you to do it.
Oh, I saw it. Oh God,
I didn't.
did you see it? You probably.
I zoom in on it.
You got a bigger screen, Wayne.
It's not.